Hi Libra, welcome back to my channel. We're doing your love reading for the next 2 weeks, so let's get straight into it. So on your side with your feelings, we got a leg up but in the reverse. So I'm going to read the protection message from it. So it says here, are you always insisting on doing everything yourself? Do you have little faith that help will come, convinced that the burden of the world is doomed to remain on your shoulders? Your beliefs about going it alone need to be discarded, as they do not serve you at all. Let others help you. Yes, it will make you feel vulnerable to admit you need a helping hand, but to be vulnerable is good, for you have a lesson to learn. You must let someone else assist. You can't do life all by yourself. Once you shift your expectations, you'll be amazed at how quickly help arrives to give you a leg up. So you could be feeling like, your person isn't like giving you what you need right now, but I also feel like you are in the position where you don't feel like you're able to ask for what you need either, and you're like, well, fine, I'll just do it myself. I don't need your help, I don't need you, I don't need anything to do with you. You're like very independent type of energy, but maybe a bit too independent. Then we have observer as their feelings, and it says here, sometimes you just can't see the forest from the trees in your way. Feelings can get all jumbled up, and often you hear one thing when a person says another. It can be like an echo of an unresolved past experience dubbed over your conversation. Take time out before you react. It's likely that the other person has no idea how his or her words have affected you. Take a few steps back and lend understanding to the situation. Have faith in your connection and trust that you can come together. Take to higher ground now and cultivate curiosity about what you observe in yourself, in others, and in the landscape. You will find things much improved sooner than you know. So your person could just be kind of like maybe just watching like how you act in some way, but also they are, feeling like you feel like if you ask for something, this person will then takes it in the wrong way, and then they're like, are you expecting this of me and you're expecting that of me? And, whatever they say in this moment, they also feel like maybe you're taking it in the wrong way as well. So there could be some sort of miscommunication here between the two of you. And then we have the new moon in Pisces, and it says here, meditate and contemplate. This card speaks of dreams and romance, of soulmates and poetry. It suggests there's a new start coming your way that's connected to a matter that leaves you feeling somewhere between having your head in the clouds and being in a totally altered state. There could be confusion and disappointment if that's what you've had before and that's what you're expecting. However, if you're onto a good thing, then wish hard, because the words of your soul and your heart could help bring about the manifestation of your dreams. If all that sounds a little wet and watery, then that's Pisces for you. This is the last sign of the zodiac, and the new moon in Pisces can suggest a last-ditch chance to make your dreams come true. Use your feelings to guide your way. Logic won't work right now. Face your fears, they may be holding you back. This situation is being healed. It's time to surrender to the divine. Chant Om Namo Narayani. Avoid being deceptive or willingly deceived. So you could be in a situation where you're feeling like this probably can be resolved and that type of thing, but maybe you're like, okay, well, like, let's give it one last shot and see, like, can this be resolved? Can we actually be on the same page and work together? And then we have the antelope spirit here, and it says life is speeding up. So when antelope spirit rushes into your life, you are being reminded of the quickening of your personal evolution as a powerful co-creator. You are being told unequivocally that it's time to get moving, set your intentions, and take action towards making your dreams real. There is an intensity you can feel, and it is important to take advantage of this energy right now. If you have a plan for your career or financial abundance, now is the time to step it up. If you're asking about a relationship, make that first move. Just know that the intentions you have set in motion are coming together now at warp speed. Stay alert and keep up. These things are getting interesting when Antelope Spirit calls you to move quickly. So basically, your advice here would be to kind of, maybe make the first move to initiate that conversation, or, things could be speeding up. It's like, okay, keep going with the path that you're on, keep, your dreams and your manifestations going when it comes to this relationship. So let's see, what does the tarot have to say for you, Libra? And then I want to see what are your feelings, your person's feelings towards you. I want to see what is the situation, the obstacles and blockages, their next actions towards you, the overall outcome over the next 2 weeks, and then the overall energy for Libra. Okay. So we have your feelings as judgment, that's Scorpio energy. The Ace of Wands is their feelings. The Eight of Cups is the situation. The Devil is the obstacles and blockages, Capricorn energy. King of Swords is their next actions towards you, which is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Death and rebirth, more Scorpio energy here as the outcome. And then the overall energy, we have the Ten of Swords. So this is telling me that this is probably someone from your past, someone that you have had some sort of ending with, and you might be feeling like a lot of pain or betrayal from this ending. It could be that you guys have, felt hurt by the situation in the past, both of you. Like I said, there's just been some sort of ending. So it could be someone that you've already walked away from in some way. Otherwise, there's been some sort of like massive separation by a major argument type of thing. So with your feelings being judgment, I do see you wanting a reconnection with this person. You might be having some sort of like epiphanies or realizations that as to the purpose as to why you guys maybe had to go through this painful time, or why there had to be some sort of ending in some way. We do have the Ace of Wands here as well. So with their feelings, they're kind of wanting a new beginning with you. They are trying to think outside of the box to see how they can approach you, but they are still very attracted to you. And they do want to kind of, kick this off and see, they're getting excited about seeing like where this can go between the two of you. Then we have the Eight of Cups as the situation. So I do see that maybe either one of you or both of you have, thought about the situation long and hard. And as hard as it's been to walk away from the situation, you do feel like there could be something missing and you're needing to kind of go and find your happiness. So there has been, an energy here of, walking away from the situation or leaving something behind. So it could be this person that you're like, maybe I should just leave this behind type of thing. Or it could be that, there's some sort of emotions that you're feeling that you need to release in some way. Because with the Devil being here, this is in your obstacles and blockages. So there could be some sort of, obsessions between the two of you, like overthinking or feeling like, maybe you're turning to unhealthy habits to be able to kind of cope with the situation, like maybe drinking too much or overeating or possibly even drugs or something like that. But with the obstacle and blockage being the Devil, there are some sort of toxic emotions or unhealthy habits that need to be released in order for you guys to come together. Maybe forgiveness is something that needs to happen here, and that's maybe what you need to release, is maybe some sort of hurt from the past, or maybe even the unhealthy habits could even be on your side. But I'm more feeling like this, on your side you're kind of overthinking the situation, and on their side, they could be doing some sort of unhealthy habits and you're needing to kind of forgive them from the past. And then we have the King of Swords here. So their next actions is to communicate with you on a very clear level, wanting to kind of maybe tell you the truth about something, but they are coming across as very logical rather than emotional. So it can maybe come across as like a little bit cold, like they're not really telling you their feelings. They're like, well, this is how I feel, maybe we should go forward, and analyzing the situation and then communicating that with you, instead of being like, oh my God, I love you so much, let's start again, like that type of energy. And then we have Death and Rebirth. So it could be that either you guys are closing this chapter altogether and moving on separately, or it could be that you guys are trying to kind of change or transform this relationship to bring in a rebirth between the two of you and like some sort of reconnection. But a relationship that's changed, and not the same relationship that you guys had before. So let's see, let's get some clarifiers for you, Libra. Okay, so I want to see what is the Judgment card here. Scorpio's feelings. Five of Wands. Okay, so there is some drama surrounding the situation, but you could be feeling like maybe other people are getting involved in the situation. But also you're kind of, you know, like having some sort of wake-up call when it comes to maybe the arguments or the disagreements that you guys have had and what has caused that in some way. You are kind of reevaluating the situation at this time and wanting to kind of see, like, should you still continue to put your efforts in this, because maybe you haven't you know, seen the rewards and you're trying to fight for this relationship, but you're like, well, you know, the more I fight, the more I'm like, well, I'm not getting the same in return, or I'm not getting what I want to come out of this situation when I do fight for it. So, you know, what's the point type of thing, but you do want the reconnection. So what is the Ace of Wands? Okay, so we have two cards coming out here. We have the Chariot, which is Cancerian energy, and then we have the Four of Cups. So maybe they feel like their efforts aren't being viewed in a way that's enough towards you, and they could be feeling like there's some sort of dissatisfaction with where the relationship is at right now, but they do want to kind of overcome the obstacles with you and move forward with you, and have a successful relationship. They could even want to kind of move this relationship along quicker than what it actually is. And then again, we have the Six of Wands in the shadows here, which is kind of like the Chariot, where, you know, they're wanting to kind of move forward and leave the past behind. They're wanting success in this relationship, and they're wanting to kind of, you know, support you at this time and feel supported by you. Get back to a place where maybe like you guys do appreciate each other. So what's the Eight of Cups? So we have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, so this could be someone that you or them, like I said, have walked away, but they're wanting to come back. They're wanting to come out of the cold in the situation, and they want some sort of reconnection. Like this could also have to do with you feeling like you're not able to ask for help, and maybe finally realizing like, okay, I need to actually explain to them what I need from them in order for them to show up in a certain way, because we have the Ace of Cups. So there could be some sort of renewed love between the two of you. And you guys do have a lot of love for each other, and there are a lot of emotions for each other here. You're wanting to reconnect in some way. If this is a separation, if this is, you know, you're in a connection, it's just about, you know, renewing the love altogether to maybe, you know, come forward with explaining how you feel about the situation in the hopes that it would kind of come to a commitment again, and feeling the joy between the two of you. So what is the Devil? We have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. So firstly, and then look, the Devil at the bottom of the deck again. So there definitely are some sort of, you know, toxic emotions that need to be released here if you guys are to kind of try and make this work. But I also see that maybe there's a feeling of being underappreciated or undervalued in some way of everything that you've done for this person, or everything that you give to this relationship in some way. Like there's a feeling of not being valued for that, and that could be the toxic emotions that needs to be released. Like you want to build something with this person, but you feel like you're not getting that energy from them. And like I did say, forgiveness is definitely required here. So what is the King of Swords? We have the Nine of Wands. So even though there has been some hurt between the two of you, and they are still hurting, they do want to fight for this connection. They are feeling very protective over the connection with you, and they do want to communicate this with you, that they want to persevere through this tough time and try and kind of let go of the burdens. But at the same time, they do still have their guard up, and are maybe feeling a bit defensive. So they could come across, like I said, as cold or defensive in some way, but they are wanting to kind of communicate with you on a logical standpoint as to how you guys can resolve this. The Two of Wands, they're needing to make a decision, but you know, they are planning ahead. They're looking into the future and really looking at where you guys could go. They're trying to kind of get out of their comfort zone to be able to communicate with this, you know, whatever it is that they feel with you. So what is the Death card? Is the Outcome. Eight of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles. That's 3 aces that have now been shown. So we have the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, and we have the Ace of Cups. So the one that's missing is the Ace of Swords, which is the clarity that's missing in the situation. Could also be that you guys aren't currently communicating, but what this person wants to do is that the outcome here is that you guys will be transforming this relationship in some way. There will be communication between the two of you, and hopefully that this is something that will get you on the same page to start a new beginning of something that is more stable, something that you can kind of rely on and depend on with this offer that they're presenting to you. So I do see that you guys will very likely be reconnecting in some way by the end of these next 2 weeks. Okay, so, or at least communicating about how you guys can change the relationship between the two of you to become more stable. Okay, so let's see for Libra. I want to see, how does Libra feel about their person? Second chance, reconciliation, making amends, and opportunity. So like I said, you do want reconnection with this person. We do have chasing at the bottom of the deck, pursuit, toxicity, and resilience. So like I said, that you could be obsessing over this, like thinking over it in your mind over and over again and overthinking the situation and really having that tie to wanting this to work out. What about Libra's person's feelings? We have beauty, charming, graceful, and kind-hearted. So firstly, they look at you and they think that you're absolutely beautiful, like they're very attracted to you, like I did say with the Ace of Wands. But secondly, like they do want to come to you in a very kind of like calm way and like try to kind of charm you again in some way. We have karma at the bottom of the deck, so consequences, cause and effect, and death. So they could be feeling like maybe this was a karmic cycle between the two of you, and you guys can maybe have learned the lessons, and maybe you can, you know, get approached, or they can approach you now because, you know, the lessons have been learned. So what is the outcome? We have influences, attachments, third parties, and peers. Like I did say, there could be other people getting involved in your relationship or causing some sort of drama for you guys. And when we have withdrawn, single, lonely, and solitary. So I do see that that's how you guys are feeling at the moment, but there will be communication, even if these energies are there or these feelings are there between the two of you, of feeling like maybe this person left you out in the cold or something like that. There is an energy of, you know, maybe feeling like other people caused that, or maybe your person was listening to other people to cause that situation, but there definitely will be communication between the two of you in the next 2 weeks, or within these next 2 weeks. Okay, so let's get some romance angels for you, Libra. So what does Libra need to know over the next 2 weeks with their person? Well, nothing. Okay, so we have here healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So it could be that maybe you come from a divorced family, or maybe your parents were always arguing or something like that, that you might need to kind of look at relationships differently because you saw something when you were younger of how you guys, you know, your parents dealt with things. But I'm also more feeling, like I said, that there is some sort of forgiveness that's needed here. So I feel like maybe that's something that you need to heal these issues by forgiving this person, even if that's difficult to do. And forgiveness doesn't mean that what they did was okay. It just means that it's, you know, the best thing for you to be able to let go and move on with or without this person. So what else for Libra? We have forgiving and learning, you see? As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. So there's definitely some forgiveness that's required here. And I do feel like that's on your part, a bit on their part as well. Like you also need to kind of have some things that, not that you've done something extremely wrong, but, you know, maybe there's some things that, you know, every relationship is a two-way street. So if there are issues, it could be that maybe this person did something to really hurt you, but you also maybe contributed in some small way towards their pain as well. So let's see, that's in their viewpoint anyway. So what else? What else for Libra? over the next 2 weeks. Here we go. We have flirt. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. So maybe things have been a bit heavy lately and you guys are going to get back into a place of like trying to have a bit of fun and flirt again. And then we do have passion at the bottom of the deck. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So like I did say, firstly, they're very attracted to you and they want passion with you. But at the same time, you know, you guys could be reconnecting in some way. So, excuse me, Libra. Let's get some messages from your person. This is usually for people in separation, so please only take what resonates. So let's see, for Libra, we have I want you. Yeah, very indicative of that passion and that attraction towards you. It's a desire there. What else did they say? We have we will be together again. Yeah, 100% that's coming out here. And oh, that's way too many. I put those back, but one did fall out here. So it was my fault, but I blamed you. Yeah. So I want to tell you how I feel at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, that's exactly the King of Swords. They want to communicate with you, but it's going to come across very logical. And with it was my fault, but I blamed you. Like I said, I feel like they're feeling very hurt and that you contributed to the demise of this relationship on their viewpoint. What I was saying there earlier, but they do know that it was majority on them and that they blamed you for majority of it. So Libra, that's what I have for you this week. I hope it resonated. If it did, please do give me a thumbs up. I really would appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and I'll see you guys again either next week for the general messages or the following week again for your love reading. Take care.